Blessed are you, awakener, life of all worlds, who removes sleep from my eyes and slumber from my eyelids.
Blessed are you, generous creatrix, who stretches forth the earth upon the waters.
Blessed are you, sacred flame, who shines your light upon everyone and everything.
Blessed are you, wings of gold, who crowns my people, all people, with splendor.
Blessed are you, holy fashion designer, who delights in the way we dress ourselves as altars.
Blessed are you, nameless and infinite, who has made us in your image and reminds us that all bodies are sacred and holy. Boom, boom.
Blessed are you, liberation worker, who moves us to stretch and expand towards freedom.
Blessed are you, divine apple orchard, who delights in my delight and receives my pleasure as praise.
Blessed are you, the way, who meets me where I am.
Blessed are you, holy breath, who fills me with this gift every day.
Blessed are you, abundance, for helping me remember I have everything I need.
Blessed are you, source of life, who I draw upon for strength, and who reminds me that rest is a sacred act.
Blessed are you, fabulous one, who loves me just as I am.
Blessed are you, weaver of being, who shaped the human being with wisdom, making for us all of the openings and vessels of the body. It is known that we are miracles, and that all bodies are miracles.
Blessed are you, you of many names, for revealing infinite paths of healing.
Blessed are you,
You of many names,
for revealing
infinite paths of healing.
Good morning. From the virtual Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Waynesboro, my name is Mary Beth Nolde, and I'm the worship arts team leader there. Welcome everyone to this last service in January 2022. We hope to be back to in-person services very soon and urge all watching to help in that effort by getting your vaccine as soon as you can. As I thought about and researched the theme for today, which is wholeness, I realized that I have not really spent much time thinking about wholeness, and I'm ready to be receptive to what Reverend Paul has to say later in this service. What I did discover in my research was that true wholeness, or completeness in ourselves means that we embrace both the dark and light sides to our being, that we integrate these different sides to ourselves rather than fighting against the darker parts or trying to eliminate the darker parts. We instead need to embrace them to become a whole person, spiritually, humanly, and socially. Psychologist Carl Jung's perception of wholeness is this: wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries. From a reading of an article about Alethea Luna called Wholeness, 3 Sacred Paths to Finding Your Inner Center, I'd found the following. Did you know that wholeness and holiness are connected? Holy comes from the Old English word heilig, which means whole, healthy, entire, and complete. So to be whole means to be holy. Wholeness is holiness, and this is why when we have a direct experience of our wholeness, it tends to feel like a mystical experience of awe, gratitude, love, and reverie. What does every pathway to wholeness have in common? Love. Indeed, wholeness is a byproduct of connecting with and living from the heart, loving yourself, loving your neighbor, loving your community, loving your world. So, if we embrace our dark sides as both individuals and communities, if we think of wholeness as spiritual holiness, if we center our spirits on love from the heart, where will we be? And as always, let's go into our chalice lighting time with this reading. Overflow, author unknown. Freely giving to others is a product of receiving love in your heart. You can't do it backwards. It starts within yourself. You can't give what you don't have. Receive love, and when your cup is full, you will freely give love to others.
Our words of prayer are by Vanessa Southern. So much undone, so much to do, so much to heal in us and the world, so much to acquire, a meal, a healthy body, a fit one, a lover, a job, a better job. Proof we have and are enough, just around the corner now. And up against it, the reality of all that falls short and limits us today. We honor the limits. If your body won't do what it used to, for right now, let it be enough. If your mind won't stop racing or can't think of the word, let it be enough. If you are here utterly alone and in despair, be all of that with us. If today you cannot sing because your throat hurts, or if you don't have the heart for music, silence works. The world won't stop spinning on her axis if you don't rise to all occasions today. Love won't cease to flow in your direction. Your heart won't stop beating. All hope won't be lost. You're part of the plan for this world's salvation. Of that I have no doubt. The world needs its oceans of people striving to be good to carry us to the shores of hope and wash fear from the beachheads and cleanse all wounds so that they can heal. But oceans are big, and I'm sure there are parts that don't feel up to the task of the whole some days. Rest if you must, then, like the swimmer lying on her back who floats, or the hawk carried on cushions of air. Rest in seats made to hold weary lives in space carved out for the doing of nothing much but being. Perhaps then you will feel in your bones, in your weary heart, the aching, healing sense that this is enough. Even this, that we are enough, each and together enough. Enough. As we come together, let us hold the unspoken joys and sorrows of this caring community and the community that we care for in our hearts together in a time of silence.
For all that is our life, we sing our thanks and praise. For all life is a gift which we are called to use to build the common good and make our own days glad. For needs which others serve, for services we give, for work and its rewards, for hours of rest and love, we come with praise and thanks. For all that is our life.
Good morning. I'm Abby Edwards, and I've been a member of the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship for 7 years. And this morning I will be doing a reading by Erica Hewitt. Erica Hewitt is UUA's Association Minister of Worship Arts and editor of Braver, Wiser, a weekly spiritual series. Erica lives in Maine, where she also serves as a wedding officiant. The inherent wholeness of every being. We who are Unitarian Universalists not only affirm the inherent worth and dignity of every person, we also affirm the inherent wholeness of every being, despite apparent brokenness. No one reading these words is a stranger to pain or the knowledge that things break or break down, promises, friendships, sobriety, hope, communication. This breaking happens because our human hearts and our very institutions are frail and imperfect. We make mistakes. Life is messy. Brokenness happens. We're intimately acquainted with brokenness. Then, even as we believe that no matter how fractured we are or once were, we can make whole people of ourselves. We are whole at our core because of the great, unnameable, sometimes inconceivable love in which we live. As UUs, we believe that paying attention to something is an act of love. Witnessing and naming brokenness is how we begin to heal it. Some sorrows demand to be named out loud. My sister died. My body is fragile. I'm scared that I won't be able to pay my rent this month. The streets in my city are filled with violence. Healing begins when we examine what's in pain, wonder how it occurred, and allow it to teach us. In fact, sometimes the brokenness is immense, and the only grasp, the only power we have over that large and complicated pain looming over us is to bear witness, to tell its story, and to seek out companions and helpers who are willing to agree that yes, there is something breaking or messy in front of us, and we will not leave or even look away until repair has begun. If love begins with attention, repair takes the form of compassion, bearing witness, speaking out. Repair looks like connection, justice, or even revolution. It looks like after-school tutoring programs, community meals, and holding signs in front of City Hall. And it begins by placing full trust and faith that there is inherent wholeness in every broken situation.
In the original reality before cosmic order was created, what was undifferentiated, undifferentiated light, an inseparable wholeness out of which we can observe all that came, all that we can theorize. At least that is what was imagined in medieval Jewish mysticism. Each mystical tradition has its own focus. And whether that image speaks to you or not, there is a purely natural image of the Big Bang and the moments immediately before and after it, when order had not yet emerged, where the evolution of the matter of the cosmos was mostly yet to come, where the elements necessary for the emergence of life had not yet been forged within dying stars. The star stuff that Carl Sagan told us not all that long ago, he told us that was what we were made of, all that was yet to emerge. The farther back we imagine or research, the more we can conceive of a universe that was whole rather than fractured, a world where difference was at its minimum and sameness ruled. Living in a world of brokenness, fear, hatred, and contention, it feels like the most natural thing to take such images of originary and imaginary wholeness, to take it as a moral reality rather than merely a description. The fractures of the world around us can easily lead people to imagine a golden age when the things that are wrong now had not been invented yet. Too often people set up wholeness as the opposite of brokenness, as a perfection to be sought after that when found banishes pain. But if we think of it as the binary opposite of so much of human experience, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Leonard Cohen, in his famous song Anthem, sings, "You can add up the parts, but you won't have the sum. You can strike up the match, there is no drum. Every heart to love will come, but like a refugee. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in." Brokenness, in that way of seeing the world, is not the opposite of wholeness, but a portal to it. In the ancient story, God wrote the text on the first of the stone tablets of the covenant, but then Moses, angry at the people, threw them down on the rocky ground and broke them. When his anger abated, he went back up the mountain and carved a replacement set of tablets using his own strength and ingenuity. The Midrash tells us that both the broken tablets and the unbroken ones were together kept in the Ark of the Covenant. Now, whether that really happened is not the point, and whether you think of the gathered stories as in some way specially holy doesn't matter. The pairing of the broken perfection and the unbroken imperfection together in the box of special significance suggests that maybe we want to rethink the duality of imperfection and perfection, of the broken and the unbroken. Rather than calling the unbroken alone whole, perhaps we would better look on the wholeness as the union of brokenness and unbrokenness. Our Universalist forebears conceived the world of ultimate things as centered on Christ, much as their mainstream Christian neighbors did. But they believed that the saving work of that Christian story was not just for some, not just for those who believed, not just for those who behaved in a particular way, not just for those who practiced the right rituals. They believed that salvation was, in the end, equally for all humanity and would, in the end, miss no one. Nowadays, as 21st century Unitarian Universalists, we may frequently hear it expressed in more humanist language, the idea that all humanity is in this together and salvation is not a personal gift or an individual achievement, but something that humanity comes to together. With our focus on life in this world, we are more likely to tell ourselves and each other that we must bring increased justice to the world so that all humanity can benefit together. We must be the change we wish to see in the world and aim to tilt the balance toward what is good, not for ourselves, but for all. The wholeness we are after is not a gathering of the perfect for the benefit of the few. Rather, it is a gathering of the severely broken, the lightly dinged, and those with a new car smell. All of us together, all of us with our individual pain. Each community and nation with its own challenges, but all of us together forming a wholeness for the good of all. In her famous poem Wild Geese, Mary Oliver writes, "You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile the world goes on. Meanwhile the sun and the clear pebbles of rain are moving across the landscapes, across the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things. The brokenness of the world lets the light in. The perfect tablets broken and the imperfect tablets intact together are whole, where either alone is partial. All experience loneliness and pain and despair in degrees varying over time and circumstances. It is not about being good or worthy. It is not even about relying on the goodness and worthiness of someone else. We do not have to be good. We need to be together. Wholeness is an exercise in maximal inclusion. Wholeness takes the whole human family and declares and lives by the understanding that only together are we what we must be to bring justice or salvation to the world that hurts. Together, we find healing and joy that eludes us when alone. And so, as a benediction today, I return to the words of Leonard Cohen. Every heart to love will come, but like a refugee. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Amen, and blessed be.
I said, Julian, you are holy, you are holding my hand. And Julian, you are holy, you are holding my hand. She said, all will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well. I said, Julian, do you not know about sorrow? And Julian, do you not know about pain? And I said, Julian, do you not know about hunger? And Julian, do you not know about shame? But she said, all will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well. I said, Julian, do you not know about loneliness? And Julian, do you not know about disease? And I said, Julian, do you not know about cruelty? I said, Julian, it's too much, it brought me to my knees. But she said, all will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well. She said, no one does not know about loneliness, and no one does not know about disease. And she said, no one does not know about cruelty. She said, I know, it's too much, it brought me to my knees, where I heard, all will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well. I said, Julian, you are holy, you are holding my hand. And Julian, you are holy, you are holding my hand. She said, all will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well. And she said, baby girl, do you not know about tenderness? She said, baby girl, do you not know about friends? And she said, baby girl, do you not know about the spirit? She said, baby girl, do you not know